And gentlemen, boys and girls, so here we are in the T-54 on mines. This is my kind of to prove a point video that, because I've been seeing a lot of T-54s in battles recently, always getting hit with heat rounds. Pause it just real quick, and I'll go over this a lot more in the post-game stats, but there's 4 guns available for the T-54. Obviously the first 2 are tier 8 guns, 250 average damage, crappy pen, so you're going to want to get one of the top 2 guns, which are both tier 9 guns. One is a D-54, and that's the one I have on here, and it has 219 pen. The other one is the D blah 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 blah, I'm not sure the numbers, but it has 201 pen. Standard rounds are your biggest difference. One has 201, and the one I have has 219. The second shell that you have the option to shoot is your heat shell, which bumps both of these guns up to 330. This one and the other gun, and the HE round on both of them are 50 penetration. So I wanted to run a match where I've always had this gun. It's not even one round slower than the other gun that really you want to put on here, either or. So you're going to get about 250 or 260 average damage per minute more with the other gun. But this gun, you can actually penetrate, I would say, 8 out of 10 of the vehicles that you're going to run into with standard rounds. Whereas the other one with 200 in pen, you're only going to be able to penetrate maybe 5 out of 10 vehicles that you run into with that, because that 18 millimeters of difference, because this one's got 219, the other one's got 201, the 18 millimeters of difference is really make or break on a lot of the stuff you're going to shoot. So, like I said, this is the gun I've always had on this. The aim time is better. The reload is a little bit slower, but the aim time is better. The penetration is better. It is all around a way better gun. And you can walk away with a nice pocket full of credits. Versus the other gun that a lot of people use, they end up slinging all heat rounds because you can't really pen anything with it. And I don't understand why people just don't throw this gun on there. And this is more accurate by a lot, actually. It's like this is like .31, and the other gun is, I think, .39. I mean, this one's a lot more accurate. It aims a lot quicker. It's got a better penetration. But I see so many people using that other gun, and they run around slinging heat rounds. Does the same amount of damage, so I don't know why. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys you can actually play the T-54 with standard rounds. And this isn't anything, I don't do no 4,000 damage or anything. I think I do like 1,500 damage, give or take. But I just wanted to make a video real quick to show you that you can pen stuff in the turrets, lower plates. You got to aim for weak points on some stuff like the 30B on the enemy team. I put a round through his turret, which they just bumped up to like 150 millimeters thick, but I went through his commander's heads. All you got to do is aim at stuff. This guy thought he was going to flip that thing. The Progetto on the enemy team, I put 2 rounds through his turret. T-77, the 277 on the enemy team, I put a round through him. I think I go through his side though. This round, I'm not sure. I guess it just must, the track must have eaten it. And that shot right there, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But anyway, so, I'm backing off a little bit because there's a plethora of tanks right there. Let me see what's on up here. So basically 2 mediums made it down the hill, and we already lost 2 tanks. Wow. Holy smokes. We lost the Charioteer and our T-92. Ugh. Where did our Charioteer get knocked out at? Huh, not cool. And so I'm in the position to try and hold people back in a medium tank, but the PZ-7, I think, yeah, he gets up here in a minute, and him and I kind of back each other up. But so basically all I'm trying to do right now is just be a deterrent from any more people getting on the hill. Now I didn't want to yank out here too much, and right there, 277 hits me for 441. Not a good thing to happen. But like I said, I just want to act more as a deterrent and stop any more people from getting up there. And I saw that 277 trying to make a get a shot off, aim for his front road wheel, and just knock it off, you know, obviously, because it's a Russian tank, and it just doesn't let you do things like that to Russian tanks. And to top it off, I hit him for a whopping 270 in the side. But, anyways, I'm shooting all standard rounds. I do bounce one, and I think that was on the track of that first vehicle going up on the hill. I do take a shot at the projectile 46 and kind of miss it. The velocity of the round on this, I know, is not very fast. So we aim for his turret, kind of the weak spot on the side of the turret, and we put a round right through his turret. This guy that I'm shooting at in the projectile 46, I definitely wanted him gone, and I do go out of the way to knock him out here in a minute. But a very dangerous player. He's a super unicom. He's got great stats. So that's the players that you need to take out quick. When I saw the PZ7 kind of pushing that way, I thought, I'm going to cut to the right because he can't, you know, there's two tanks there, but this guy and this guy are going to be way more concerned probably with him that's going to do, you know, 750 average damage than little old me that can do, what's the average damage on this? 330, right? It's okay when it's paused. Yeah, 320. So I come around here, just auto lock real quick, knock out Blazy, and then I just kind of zing on through and hope I don't get hit, and I keep right on going. And of course the 30B hits me, and this is where I'm telling you, okay, now they just buffed the armor on this whole thing up. At this angle, if I shoot him in his upper plate, it's going to bounce. If I shoot him anywhere in that turret, it's going to bounce. But what's this? That big old growth of a commander's hatch. That's where I tell people, aim, and look at this. I'm getting nailed by gold round. Premium, you know. So, but anyways, you'll see here, all I gotta do is aim for that huge old commander's hatch, and I put a round right through him. And that's where I tell people, you gotta learn to aim. Just know the weak spots and aim. And I do. At first I was gonna shoot there and thought, oh hell no, look at that, boom. 358 damage through the commander's hatch on there, and the projectile 46 comes up, and he helps me, we finish that guy off. And then artillery puts a round right on the side of me, and then here comes the T-49. I got hit by both the GW Tiger P, and then the T-49 shot me with a premium HE round for another 281. So I'm down to 483 hit points. So I must have got my round off as he was coming at me. I wasn't sure if I did or didn't, so I must have. Yeah, I did get it off. Okay, cool. No, actually, I'm sorry, I didn't. It was 359 damage from him ramming me I got on him. So, I guess that worked out for the best. Unfortunately, it ended up taking me out. But, and we end up, we end up winning this match. And we were getting our butts kicked. I mean, we were really, it was just 5-4 a minute, or 9-4 a minute ago. But this team comes back to just throttle the rest of these guys, and we end up pulling off a win. And towards the end there, I was kind of a madman type, and I don't want to say telling people what to do, but giving them my advice. You know, like do this. Don't go up there one at a time, because we had a T-95 setting up there, and more times I can count on both hands. I see when things happen like that, a T-95 will be up there, and one tank will go at a time and get killed, by a tank that if there was 2 or 3 tanks and they all went at him at the same time, he can't point his gun at 2 directions at once, so. But yeah, we end up winning this match. It was pretty nice considering I thought we were going to lose it for a minute there. The guy in this PZ7 actually did a really good job. Dark Suns. Yeah, Dark Suns from the XGD clan. PZ7 is an awesome tank. It's not quite as good as the VK7201K, which, because obviously the gun, well, I like the gun more on this one because the penetration's a lot better. But they buffed the armor on the VK7201K in this area right here, and they did not buff it on the PZ7. So it's a lot harder to pen that area right there on the VK7201K. And I think they actually buffed the front lower plate or upper plate too on the VK7201K. So armor-wise, the VK on the hull definitely got a nice buff up. But the PZ7, still a phenomenal tank. Average damage is like 550 per hit with the gun. It's got a decent reload. It's got hella good armor. It's just all around. I love this tank too. I actually do like this gun more than I do on the. I mean, the VK-7201K is nice because it hits for 750 average damage. It's the same gun that's on the E100, but this one here, the penetration is so much better, and you're hitting for 550. I think is the average damage, but I normally hit for I'd say mid to low sixes. So it's not a big, huge difference in damage. And this one you actually penetrate with standard rounds, where with the VK you end up, this is what I was telling you guys. I said, just watch for the T95. I said, Rape Artie, you guys got this. I said, not at one time. T10 weighed up because he was way up there, and that's where you'll see a lot of times your team will go from a good possibility of winning when all they have is a T95 and artillery to a loss when the T10 goes up there and he gets taken out, and then the Conway goes up there and he gets taken out, and the VK goes up there and or PZ7 goes up there and he gets taken out, and then the T95 drives around here and finds artillery and takes them out, and he wins. But no, they all stuck together here. The T10 does get up there, but he just goes to light up what he can. And they take out the artillery in a minute, which is sitting over there. And the T95 is right up over here, like behind that rock right there. But, yeah, so back to the VK-7201K, like I was saying. The gun on the PZ7 is a lot nicer because your penetration is a lot better, and you're going to penetrate tanks you shoot at more, probably 8 out of 10 times, because you've got that extra penetration. It's just a better gun. When you do penetrate with the VK-7201K, it's nice to knock off 750, 800 of the T95 shooting HE rounds. Yeah, T95 got hit by artillery and all it did was bounce. I mean, it stunned him, but all it did is basically bounce. The T10, he got up here. He wasn't really waiting at first, which he should have. I mean, if that T95, 2 shots, the T10's dead. 1 shot Conway, and about 2 shots for the PZ7. So, if the T95 would have been a little more aggressive, he probably could have taken the T10 out before these guys even got up here. All he's got to do is bump into the Conway, and 2 shots into the PZ7, then go hunt down artillery. But thank goodness the PZ7 and the Conway get up here. You'll see artillery splash the T10 in a minute, right there. And that's where I type on him, like, Conway, take out artillery, because, like he's really low on health. So I'm like, take out artillery, and he does. He stops and he takes out artillery. Boom, actually he missed. So the T10 took out artillery. I thought the Conway did. But yeah, so these guys just rape the T95. Just thought the T95 knew it was pretty much over. And then you get greedy artillery that couldn't pen the T95 when he hit him the first time, but he's going to take a shot and stun the PZ7, and he's lucky he didn't kill the Convoy with 13 hit points. That's a damn greedy artillery. I hate it when they do that crap. It's common sense. You got 3 tanks here. Obviously, you're going to take him out. Wide chance, like you did, hit the PZ7, but he could have killed the Convoy. I mean, just if he'd have been a little bit closer, that probably would have killed him. 13 hit points don't go too far. But, yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute. I got to watch my butterfingers there. If you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats for you guys. So hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so that's the results of this match. Nothing to write home about, but this is what I call my to prove a point video. Every time I'm in a match where there's enemy T-54s, obviously I can't tell on my team if they're shooting premium rounds or not, but now, just right off the bat, on the T-54 you have a selection of guns, 2 of them basically, that you're going to want to pick from. Both of them are tier 9s, obviously you don't want to mess with the tier 8s, unless you really want to, but I mean, obviously you don't want to. So the first gun, which I see a lot of people use because it does have a little bit better of a rate of fire, but your standard penetration is 201, which is really right on that fine line of being able to penetrate a lot of tanks or not. And that's why you see so many people shooting premium rounds, heat rounds, out of T-54s. Now, I use the other gun. The reload, you can see, is like a second longer. It's 8.11 for the 100D10 T2S, and it's 7.06 for the 100mm D54. But my penetration for the standard round goes up to 219. Same average damage, 320, 420 for HE. HE is the same 50-50 pen. And 330 for the premium heat shell for your premium round. But you go up 18 millimeters of penetration with this gun here. And your reload is like it's under a second longer. That's why I don't understand why people. Now I think the aim time. I'm gonna end up probably buying that other gun just to show you. Okay, dispersion. Yeah, see, the dispersion on my gun is actually better too. It's 0.39 on this one, and it's 0.31 on the gun that I have with the better penetration. Let's see. Aim time 2.5. Aim time on my gun is even better. It's 2.5 seconds with this gun. And on the gun that I have that's got the 219 pen, 1.7 second aim time. It's just a way better gun, and I don't understand why people would prefer to use this gun with the only difference being not even a second of aim or load time. And this gun here is just, 219 pen. So I had a match, shot all standard rounds. My first round was a standard round. I didn't even shoot premium for that. And like I said, wasn't nothing to write home about, but I was shooting at, tier 10. They just buffed up the AMX 30B with the turret and the hull armor too, T-49. I don't think maybe I did get my round off on him when we rammed each other. I might have actually got my round off then. I wasn't sure if I did or didn't, but for 359 damage I might have, because we rammed into each other. Well, he rammed into me. And the Progetto 46, I put 2 rounds into him for 565. Okay, the 277, for some reason, I didn't shoot a heat round, or an HE round. I guess RNG did not like me when I shot him, because it's a Russian tank, must be. I only did 270 damage to him. I did bounce one of his rounds, and I spotted him when he was trying to get up the hill there. The AMX 30B, I aimed at the weak spot on his turret, the commander's hatch, hit him for 358, knocked out his track, and bounced one of his rounds. T-49, hit him for 359, and knocked out one of his tracks. And the Progetto, I put 2 rounds through his turret for 565, knocked out his turret, and bounced one of his rounds. So you can see when you use this other gun with the better penetration, you can get away without shooting heat rounds. Like I said, it's nothing to write home about. I only did 1,552 damage. I wasn't a medium tank, and I kind of went up where more like your heavies should normally go. But I was trying to help the PZ7 there get up, kind of guard him while he was reloading. As soon as he would pull the trigger, I'd pull up and take a shot. And also, the player in, let me find him real quick, Blazing the Progetto 46, he was one of their best players, and I wanted him gone, because he's a super unicom. They can make a big difference on a match, and I ended up taking him out. But yeah, I had 7 shots, 5 hit, 4 pen. So I still bounced a round, but I think that round that I bounced was into the Object 277, and I think it was like in Torge's turret. It was a kind of a crappy shot on my part. If I would have aimed better or not taken the shot and waited till I had a better shot, probably would have penned 5 out of 5. So I only pen 4 targets, so it's not like woohoo, you know, thousands of damage. But still, you know, 1,552 damage. We got hit 7 times, 3 pen, 3 bounced, and we got hit for some splash damage by artillery. We blocked 490 in damage 4, destroyed 1, and 143 damage with our assistance. And after all was said and done, I don't have food on here. I've got a small repair kit, small first aid kit, but I put big fire extinguishers on every one of my tanks. I hate burning. I really hate burning. So after everything was said and done, I still made 22,464 credits. You know, I could have probably played 30 rounds and got a match where I did 4,000 damage and did it all with standard rounds, but it's not necessary. It's the gist of it that I was shooting at tier 10s and 9s with good armor. And the 30B, if you, that's a tier 9 now, just to look at it to show you. Where is it? It's probably right in front of me. That's 30. It's 30B, that's the tier 10 then. So it's got kind of the, I know I shot him in the big old turret hatch there. And that's all you gotta do. Frickin' aim. Frickin' aim. Look at that thing, can't miss it. And I shot him right through his commander's hatch. But, you know, I mean, the turret on this thing is nothing to scoff at anymore. It's 150, you know, on the frontal turret. But I aimed at that big old commander's hatch, and we put it around through it. Like I'm trying to tell people, you know, you can get away without shooting premium rounds at a lot of stuff. You just have to aim. Aim for weak spots. Aim for... you know, the track. Go through the track, through the road wheels, through the drive wheels. Wait till you get a side shot. You know, you can make credits with the T-54 and several other tanks that a lot of people go around slinging premium rounds and they really just don't need to. Try and make credits for the, you know, for goodness sake. I mean, if you've got a Moss in front of you and he's got his lower plate hidden, 219 is really going to struggle. You might have to use heat rounds for like an E100 or a Moss or a PZ7 or a VK72-1K. Stuff with a lot of armor. You might be forced to use heat rounds. But for the most part, you can get away with shooting standard rounds with this gun. Whoops, on the right darn tank. With the... D25T, was it? No, that's not D20. Yeah, the D54. So, yeah, if you have the T54 and you've got this gun on it, I'm telling you, what's the average damage per minute? 2595, 2259, 2259, 25. So, So it does get about 200 little, I mean, it's 1 round per minute more probably, if that. You're just, yeah, well, 7.6 rounds a minute, 8.11, so yeah, basically 1 round more a minute. But this one, you're going to walk away with a nice pocket full of credits, where this one, you always are going to walk away with nothing because you had to shoot, you know, all heat rounds in order to penetrate anything. I would say at least give it a try. And I think if you do, you'll be a lot happier with this gun. The I forgot it again. D54, right? Yeah, the D54. Just due to the fact that you have 219 pen, you aren't going to struggle going through stuff as much, and you're going to walk away with some credits. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you kind of look at these differences in guns, and you know, maybe you're able to run out and change the gun out, and you'll like it a lot more and get away with standard rounds. You know, I always love the look of this tank. Don't have the best stats in it, but I haven't played it a lot. Mainly, I played it when I first started playing World of Tanks when I got it years ago and didn't really have a clue what the hell I was doing. Yeah, I'm trying to go through and stuff that's like orange stats and stuff, and go through and, you know, get them in blue and purple statted. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.